Hi everyone, welcome to Chakra Healing 101. This is week 4 where we're going to focus on the solar plexus chakra. So we'll learn about the location, color, and attributes. We'll explore the signs of imbalance and their physical and emotional imbalances. We'll learn about the shadow aspects of the solar plexus, and I'll show you some healing techniques and then the meditation and Reiki session. So the solar plexus, the color is yellow. It's located in the upper abdomen and it rules over confidence, personal power, and will. If we have an imbalanced chakra, then we could experience low self-esteem or control issues. So the themes of this chakra are confidence and self-esteem, autonomy and will, power, and energy and vitality. So the solar plexus, this chakra gives us the power to form our full identities. So without knowing who you are, you cannot create a satisfying life for yourself. So think about it. So if you do not know who you are and what you want in life and what you truly desire in life, then you can't really focus and actually create that life because you're completely confused on who you are and what you want. So the solar plexus helps us form our identity, helps us be in our power and really truly know who we are as a person. So life is harder when you lack the confidence to pursue what you want in life. If you do not have confidence, you will not apply to the job you have, that you have always wanted. You're not going to ask your crush out on a date. You're not going to start the small business you have always dreamed of. So there's a lot of things that you can miss out in life if you do not have the confidence, the self-esteem to actually pursue those things. You may just be stuck in stagnancy and just be in fear of those things, when possibly in reality you can actually attain those things. But you need to build up the confidence to do that. So people with low self-esteem rarely take action towards their goals and can sometimes find themselves as puppet in people's lives. So if you have low self-esteem, you may find yourself in situations where you are manipulated easily, where you are controlled easily by your friends, your family, coworkers, possibly. And so you may find yourself in a really hard spot. So a healthy balance of confidence is needed. Too much makes us narcissistic, and too little keeps us passive. So with anything in life, it's about finding balance, right? So we don't want to be too prideful, too egotistical, um, too much confidence. But we also don't want to be passive. We want to stand our ground. We want to be in our full power. So, a healthy solar plexus gives us the confidence to create the life we envision for ourselves. Autonomy and will. So, we all need the independence to be ourselves and create our own path. Oftentimes, we let our will be undone and others make decisions for us. Oftentimes, we don't have the autonomy to stand up for ourselves. So, creating a solid sense of identity, knowing, and autonomy prevents you from being manipulated by others. So, the scenario where I was going back, if you don't have self esteem, if you're not able to stand up for yourself because you lack confidence on your own personal beliefs and on who you are, then you're going to let other people manipulate you or let other people influence you in ways that maybe you don't truly desire. So, having a true sense of knowing, of identity, and autonomy, you're going to fight for yourself, whatever that may look like, in your scenario. So, power. Power is often mistaken for authority because of society's influence. People in places of authority oftentimes abuse their power. True power is internal. The internal power allows us to stand firm against abuses of power on all levels. So, society has told us, or we see in society, that power is fame, political power, money. But in reality, power is internal, and we hold a lot of power internal that we don't necessarily tap into. But our internal power is what allows us to stand firm and go against the abuses of power from governments, from figures of authority. Energy and vitality. So, in order to be successful in carrying out your goals and dreams, you need energy and vitality. So, without sufficient energy in this center, you may experience sluggishness, fatigue, blocking you from overcoming the challenges that may be on your way towards your destiny. So, if you don't have the energy and vitality to pursue your dreams, you're obviously not going to be successful at them. So, a healthy, balanced solar plexus gives us the energy, the vitality to pursue these dreams um, in the physical form. So, what are some common reasons for a blocked root chakra? So, we can experience pressure to conform, we can experience shame, if we've experienced strict parenting, if we've experienced abuse or punishment from authority figures, or just our culture, societal beliefs about power. So, pressure to conform. So, there are roughly 8.2 billion unique individuals on this planet. But our cultures encourage us to conform to what they believe is normal. When people hide their true authentic selves to conform to society, you are lowering your self esteem and giving away your inner power. Not being able to be your most authentic selves dims your light and power. So, we are all individuals, we are all unique. And depending where you live in the US, whatever part of the world you live in, that specific culture deems certain things as normal, quote unquote normal. And you may not fit that mold. And so when you try to go against of who you are as your authentic self and try to fit the mold of society, you are giving away your power, you are dimming your light, because being in your most authentic self is when you are shining in your most um, authentic light and power. So I think this is what probably one of the um, biggest issues right now, where I think the collective is dealing on how to be their most authentic selves and not conform to what society deems as normal or that we should be doing. So, if you've experienced strict parenting, that could have also affected you in your solar plexus. So, when we have parents that control our actions and decisions, it destroys our sense of autonomy and will. So, this creates dependent relationships with our parents and causes us to be unable to navigate the adult world by ourselves. So, I'm sure you've experienced or seen grown adults, who still depend on their parents to make decisions for them, or um, they were not given the autonomy They were not given the liberty to be themselves as children, as teenagers, and explore the world and just kind of learn on themselves. So they become dependent on their parents to kind of make all these decisions, to tell them what to do. Um, and that's not how life should be lived. You should be living your own life, be living the life that you want to live. So if you have experienced abuse or punishment from authority figures, then your solar plexus might be imbalanced. So we find that many figures of authority believe they have the right to control others. So think of teachers, bosses using their power to keep you in line. So when people in authority use their power to create abuse or punishment, it destroys our self-esteem. So I think a lot of us can think of toxic situations, like for example at school or work, where these people of authority believe they have power and control over us, and at times they do, but they abuse that power and control in order to manipulate, in order to tell us exactly what to do and how to act. And that dims our light, that removes our authenticity, that removes our individuality from us, um, and that can destroy your self-esteem. So, this is probably one that we've all experienced. So, cultural or societal beliefs about power. So, many of us may have a blocked solar plexus because we are constantly absorbing the negative cultural beliefs surrounding authority and power. So, what we see in the media and social media influences our subconscious beliefs. So, everything that we see or hear or just pretty much take in from music, movies, TV shows, social media, even though we may not think we are absorbing these energies, these beliefs about abuses of power and abuses of authority, we are subconsciously, not knowingly, taking in these beliefs and kind of cementing in those beliefs unless we're doing the work to break those beliefs down. So it's always important to remind ourselves that we hold inner power that can combat these outside forces. So let's see. So, what does an imbalanced sacral chakra look like? So, we can experience low self esteem, passivity, aloofness, poor self discipline. We can be in victim mentality. We can blame others for our own mistakes or for just our lack of living the life that we want. We can experience narcissism or narcissistic tendencies, selfishness, and we may have a hard time releasing our emotions in healthy ways. If we have an imbalanced solar plexus, we can experience low self esteem, passivity, aloofness. We can have poor self discipline. We can be in victim mentality. We can blame others for our own mistakes. We could be have narcissistic tendencies or even develop narcissism, and we could be selfish. We may have a hard time releasing emotions in healthy ways, um, and those can influence our body also. So, the solar plexus rules over the stomach, kidneys, adrenal glands, intestines, pancreas, and spleen. So we can develop eating disorders, chronic fatigue, digestive issues, diabetes, high blood pressure, hypoglycemia, pancreatic problems, gallbladder issues, and liver problems. So remember that if you're not dealing with the blockages, the issues in regards to the solar plexus, that energy is going to build up and that is going to manifest in some way, shape, or form in the physical, whether it be through your body, through your mental health, or through just scenarios in your life. So, one way, shape, or form, it's going to manifest. So, it's always good to be clearing out um, these imbalances. So, the life challenges that you can experience with the blocked solar plexus, you can be easily manipulated by others. You could struggle to take action towards your goals and dreams. You could be stubborn and have a rigid attitude. Others can take control of your life and your major life decisions, and you can feel powerless against people and unable to resolve life's challenges. So, an underactive chakra, we could develop low self esteem, we could procrastinate and not know on what to do next. But if we have an overactive, so too much energy in that chakra, we could be judgmental, stubborn, critical, we can become a bully. What does a balanced solar plexus look like? So, with a balanced solar plexus, we have respect for ourselves and for others. We're confident in ourselves. We are outgoing. We are calm and we have integrity. So, now we're going to talk about the shadow aspects of the solar plexus and how we experience those within our life. So, we can experience the shadow aspects of the solar plexus through the abuse of authority and power. So, on a bigger picture, we are experiencing a point in time where the collective is waking up to their inner power. However, some governments are threatening or taking away the free will of its people. The governments feel threatened by the power of the people, and in order to maintain their power, they do anything to maintain dominion over the people. So we're currently going through this right now, where I think a lot of people are waking up to their true authentic selves and who they want to be, and they don't want to be told by governments or society or culture on who they should be and what they should be doing. And many governments, cultures, groups of people don't really like that and are putting things in place or um, that are kind of taking back certain liberties that you have. They're trying to maintain their own power by doing anything possible to maintain that power and authority over everyone. So there's another shadow aspect is narcissism. So too much overconfidence can cause narcissistic tendencies. It is believed that narcissists actually have really low self-esteem and create this persona and put people down in order to make themselves feel better. So they actually have really low self-esteem. So in order for them to feel better, they have to kind of create this big persona, and they will put anybody down, not really caring about how that other person feels because that makes them feel better about themselves because of their low self-esteem. Um, so again, it comes to being balanced, having enough power, enough confidence in yourself to stand up for yourself, but also not be hurting other people. All right, so now we're going to talk about the healing methods um, for the solar plexus. So crystals, again, so crystals contain healing energies and vibrations that can clear out blockages and bring your energy into balance. So we're looking for crystals that boost your confidence, vitality, and your inner power. So some of these are citrine, amber, yellow jasper, sunstone, yellow tourmaline. So pretty much yellow stones or anything specifically that ties into confidence and vitality. We can also heal our chakra through essential oils. We could use lemon, sandalwood, cypress, rosemary, spearmint. Like I've mentioned before on previous weeks, you can apply this to the area or just kind of use a diffuser in your room to get you in a specific mood. So you're going to look for essential oils that help with vitality and optimism. We could also help our solar plexus healing by eating foods with that bright yellow color. So think of bananas, corn, lemon, pineapple. So any bright colored yellow fruit or vegetable. If you practice yoga, here are some of the yoga poses that can help with clearing out your energy or balancing out your energy. So the boat pose, the reverse plank pose, the warrior two pose, the low lunge pose, and the bow pose. So affirmations is one of them. So the affirmations help us rewire the brain to remove limiting beliefs and replace them with positive ones. So I'm going to tie this back into how what we consume on social media, on just media in general, through society's beliefs, we're constantly absorbing those. And so we have to be aware that what we're absorbing and that we can change those beliefs because a lot of times they are subconscious beliefs. So for the solar plexus, the affirmations are: I honor the power within me. I am ready to face any challenge. I believe in my abilities. I hold the key to my own happiness. People value my work, my time, and my skills. I think I mentioned in the last class session the best times to say your affirmations either right after waking up from bed or incorporating into your nighttime routine just before your bed is the best times to kind of rewire your brain. We could also journal. So journaling helps us uncover, process, and work through our limiting beliefs. So some journaling prompts are: when do I feel most confident? How did my upbringing shape my opinion of authority? Do I allow myself to express anger in a healthy way? Do I express my individuality? And what aspects of myself am I ashamed of? So you could use journaling prompts. You could do one journaling prompt a week. Just kind of focus on that and just see what comes up. Remember, a lot of these are meant to uncover certain emotions in yourself. So if nothing comes up specifically one day, then just come back to it. Most likely, things will continue to come up as you circle back on certain journal prompts. And that wraps up this week. So, again, the guided meditation and Reiki healing is on my YouTube channel at Son of Dib. And shadow work homework if you have a prompt that you want to do this week to help you heal. And then just any questions, feel free to comment on my social medias, and I am happy to answer those questions.